Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Backroad Broadcasting's presentation of high school football. Tonight, it'll be homecoming for the Mustangs. It'll be the Mustangs versus the Hiawatha Redhawks. And I'm joined by my color commentator this evening, Judd McCormick. Judd, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, Isaiah. How you been? Yeah, good to be back here. 3-week hiatus, and I don't know if anybody got to watch the homecoming presentation that they do prior to kickoff now. Back in my day, used to do it at halftime, but now it's going before game. But congratulations to Malachi Bell for homecoming king and Sam Killingsworth as the homecoming queen. So we may have had the camera going. I don't know if you could have heard what was going on, but yeah, once again, Malachi Bell, your homecoming king for Rock Creek High School Fall 2023, and Sam Killingsworth, your homecoming queen for Rock Creek High School Fall 2023. So yeah, 3-week hiatus. Finally back. Good to be back.
Feels good to be back.
Glad to see you here tonight. You know, there was always a chance that Isaiah would not be here tonight, so it's good to see him. Hope everything is well and healthy, and we'll see what the next bundle of joy the next week may bring.
There we go. So during our hiatus, we did miss out on some Rock Creek action. Coming up first, Rock Creek volleyball. They are currently 21-5 on the season, ranked second in 4A behind number 1 Circle in 4A East sub-state rankings. 5 losses coming to 4A, number 1 Clay Center, and they'll be hosting Riley County on October 10th. That'll be volleyball senior night, then followed on the road at Silver Lake, on the 17th. And in between that, they will have the Hillsborough tournament on the 14th of October. Here's a look at the sub-state bracket. That'll be hosted hopefully here at Rock Creek on October 21st after that 4A plays out. So we'll see. The team's been fun to watch this year.
Yeah, the volleyball sitting at 21-5, like you were trying to say, that they're 5 losses on the season. Came against really, really good teams. They had a loss earlier this year to the number 1 team, Towanda 4 Circle, who I believe is who they lost to last year in state, as well as number 10 Clay Center, and the 3A number 3 Nemaha Central. And they've played and lost twice to the Northeast Kansas homeschool kids based out of Topeka. So when I looked at them, they're actually ranked in the top 30 across all classifications in the state as well. So playing good teams, beating good teams, losing to a few good teams, but team leader there, Ayla Klingenberg is leading the team with kills with 238. Trying to come in on a school record, I believe, what you were telling me before the game started.
I think she's within grasp. She should definitely get it by the end of the year.
Second on the team is going to be Taylon Kedevy with 138 and Brendan Zeller with 118. Your serving leaders, you're going to have Hadley Rimpey with 27 aces, Brendan Zeller with 25, Sam Killingsworth with 24. Your blocks leaders going back to Ayla Klingenberg with 60, Ambry Portelli with 48, and Brendan Zeller with 42. And here's the big shocker to me. Not only can she hit the ball hard, leading the team in kills and kill percentage, but also in digs. Again, Ayla Klingenberg with 210 digs, followed by Hadley Rimpey with 192 and Sam Killingsworth with 143.
Yeah, looking out to take a trip back to state as well and close out on top of the Mid-East League in their last year here before they move into the new league next year.
Next up, we got cross country last Saturday on September 30th at the Horton Invitational. At our varsity boys, Simeon Bolin, the sophomore, finished 3rd. Aiden Hunter, freshman, finishing 6th. David Wilkinson, a senior, finishing 10th. Cooper Mallory, a sophomore, finishing 20th. Trent Buckman, a senior, finishing 21st. And freshman Dylan Nelson finishing 24th. And that team finished 2nd overall.
And varsity girls, Lucy Nippert, freshman, 1st. Olivia Nippert, freshman, 2nd. Kyra Nippert, senior, 6th. Riley Freese, freshman, 23rd. JV boys rounding it out. Ethan Tonzor, junior, 6th. Porter Gill, freshman, 8th. Wyatt Heidemann, junior, 9th. Ethan Gray, sophomore, 10th. David Blocker, freshman, 24th. Nathan Bortnick, freshman, 26th. So a all great showing from cross-country runners.
Yeah, unfortunately, too bad the varsity girls don't have a few more runners there, so they could actually got a team placing. But again, the Nippert cross-country team and Riley Freeze, another freshman there, all finishing in the top 23, a few more runners, and they could have scored a few more points. So we will be back here in just a few minutes with a few slides from our sponsor. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Flush America, everybody. And since we missed out on the past 3 weeks, we do want to recap and recall some of the action that happened over these past 3 weeks for the Mustangs.
Yeah, starting out with a Week 3 recap on September 15th, the Rock Creek Mustangs traveled to Riley County where they pulled off the road win 14-8. Mac Lee finished 11 for 23 passing for 144 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Trevor Christensen was on the receiving end of a touchdown. Yeah, it looks like we're Mustangs were held to 198 total yards on the defense, but did what it needed to by winning a turnover battle and getting big stops when needed. Cade Wellfringer led the defense with 12 tackles, 3 for loss, and added a sack. Trevor Christensen had 9 tackles and 2 key interceptions, including a big stop right at the end of the fourth quarter there for the Mustangs to preserve that win.
Good to get a nice win on the road there for the Mustangs. Next week saw them take on the Silver Lake Eagles. That was a loss 38-35. Mustangs led most of this game but could not hold off the Eagles' pounding rushing game in the fourth quarter, giving up 10 unanswered points, including a 25-yard game-winning field goal. The big plays ultimately did the Mustangs in, giving up 3 rushing TDs of 43 yards, 58 yards, and 63 yards. Mac Lee was 10 for 23 for 237 yards and 3 TDs. Drew Becker had 2 rushing TDs on 8 carries. Brandon Craneville, Dakin Vedeska, and Becker all had receiving touchdowns in that game. Mac Lee sharing the love on the offensive end. Mustangs forced 3 turnovers led by Vedeska with 2 interceptions. Tristan Meyer led the team in tackles with 15 and a sack.
Yeah, so Mustangs' second loss of the season there to Silver Lake, but again, you know, one of the top teams in the league right off the bat, Southeast Saline in 2A, and then you're going on the road to Silver Lake playing another top 2A team. So.
One of the cool things about that, too, we got to see that game here at live from shout out to B1047, game of the week.
All right, going into a Week 5 recap. That game was played on September 29th. That was just last Friday night up at Marysville against the Bulldogs. Marysville, the Black Squirrel City. Mustangs walking away with that with a 30-21 win, moving to 3-2 on the year. That big win over the Marysville Bulldogs. That game had 2 ties and 2 lead changes. It was a close game all night. Marysville was then 2 points in the fourth quarter before the Mustangs finally put it away on one of Drew Becker's 2 rushing touchdowns to go with 114 yards that he had on the night. Mack Lee had a very efficient night, going 13 for 15 for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns, both of those to Brandon Craneville. For the 4th game in a row, the Mustangs defense won the turnover battle, causing a fumble and interception. As a Spiller with the fumble recovery also led the team with 12 tackles. Cade Welfringer was right behind him with 11 tackles in the interception. Also a great night from the special teams as well, as Jackson Pendel kicked a 31-yard field goal right at the end of the half to take him into the lead with 3 for 3 on PATs.
And one thing that stood out to me in that game, Drew Becker finally got his legs under him there and was able to come out with a big game. Just like we saw from Isaiah Pacheco this past week on Sunday against the Jets, just like we saw Giddens versus UCF. Once you're running back, once they go for 100, they got to go for more. They want more.
Yeah, and I think that's what the Mustangs were looking for. They would love a DJ type, DJ Giddens type game tonight, 200-plus yards out of Drew Becker. I think we'll see more Drew Becker. Everybody focuses on the passing attack of the Mustangs, and really they've been trying to get the running game going. It was a tall order we talked about at the beginning of the year for Drew Becker to try to replace Janon Winans, but, he's a north-south runner. He's going to run hard. He's going to, run as tough as he can. But I think the big thing for the Mustangs, they had 4 turnovers in week 1 against Southeast Saline. Again, had a couple turnovers, I think 3 turnovers against Riley. But, last 2 weeks they've had clean weeks. So no turnovers against Silver Lake, no turnovers against St. Mary's. So, it might be kind of a turnaround. That's some of the things we were seeing early on in the year. They may not have been losing fumbles, but they were putting a lot of them on the ground and getting them back. So looking for a clean game tonight, I'm sure, is one of the key things that Coach Stevens looking for.
And now a look into the District 5 standings, as Clay Center number 1, as they have the point differential, as Judd was telling me before the broadcast. I thought they were both tied, but then we got Rock Creek staying at number 2, Marysville at number 3, Concordia at 4, and Hiawatha last at 5.
Yeah, this will be the last year we see this kind of a District 5 standing. Hiawatha will no longer be in District 5, but yeah, I'll tell you about the point differential, but other matchups tonight within District 5. Of course, we have Hiawatha here at Rock Creek. Marysville is on the road in a non-district game against Valley Heights, and Concordia is off playing the number 1 team in District 5, Clay Center.
That'll be a good game.
Could be a good game. Clay Center, Rock Creek is probably going to be the game that'll decide who's the winner of District 5. But like you said, Clay Center currently in first place with a 21-point differential. Rock Creek right now sitting in second with a 9-point differential, even though they have the same record. That is the number 3 tiebreaker, but won't really matter since they play each other next week, and head-to-head will really decide it. And, Clay Center started out really great at the beginning of the year. It was destroying teams, and in Southeast Saline kind of brought them back down to earth. And again, like I said, this will be the last year we see of District 5 this way. Hiawatha will be moving to the east into District 4, and Chapman will be coming into District 5 next year, but we can talk about that more as the game is going on with some of the changes that are happening around the league. Right now we're going to take another quick break, and we will be right back here, so please stick around for a couple minutes here from a view from our sponsors.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Backroad Broadcasting's presentation of high school football. Mustangs ready to take the field, as you can see. But, Judd, before we get into this matchup tonight, I believe we're going to take a look at some stats here from both teams, see how they match up offensively, defensively.
Yeah, going to be hard to look at all the stats here, but really what we got going on, we only got about 3 games worth of Hiawatha numbers, but 1,485 total yards for the Mustangs, 1,000 of them passing, 481 as the Mustangs take the field in the crowd tonight. So really kind of getting a rushing game going back here in the last couple of weeks, so trying to balance that back out. I think the big key for me right now is they need to get a little bit better on third down conversions. Right now they're only converting about 36.4%. and about 8 for 14 for 57% on the fourth down conversion. So tonight's a night that could be a stat booster. Hiawatha traditionally has kind of struggled in the past. They're 1-4 on the season. Their only win coming against Royal Valley. That's 14-13 was that win. And then 4 straight losses, including losses to Jeff West, 14-16, at Horton, 14-47, against Clay Center, 13-75. So that was kind of a big one. And then last week they lost to Concordia, 49-0. So struggling a little bit on the year, Hiawatha, but the Mustangs, they don't want to overlook anything here. So, but they're going to be looking to probably run the ball quite a bit, I think, tonight. See if we can get Drew Becker some more stats as we get ready for the captains to come out here for the coin toss.
And one of the things I liked about the stats for the Mustangs, I'm looking at 8 of 14 for fourth downs, and like to quote the great movie Anchorman, 60% of the time it works every time. Going for fourth downs, a little bit of a gamble, but the Mustangs pulling it off.
We saw that a lot last year, too. They're really kind of a 4-down team. They don't really punt that much. So, it doesn't matter if it's a 3rd and 20. We really know they're probably going to use 2 downs unless they're clear down inside their own 20. But pretty much if they're outside their 25-yard line, they're going to go for it on 4th down most of the time. Captains for the Rock Creek Mustangs coming out. It's going to be number 12, Peyton McCarn, number 30, Cade Welfringer, number 34, Trevor Christensen, number 61, Mason Faith.
And for the Red Hawks, it'll be number 2, Brandon Newell, number 3, Connor Kettler, number 70, Maverick Schaefer, and number 72, Beckett Potter.
Looks like Mustangs won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Hiawatha will be receiving the ball at the south end zone. So they will be going into the wind to start with. Not much of a wind now. Right before game time, it was blowing about 8 to 10 miles an hour, but it has calmed down. Clear skies, cool temperatures. It's going to cool off. I see a lot of the fans right before we went on there. Everybody was kind of wearing shirts and everything was good, and then the sweatshirts and jackets and everything came out.
So that reminds me of that Kenny Chesney song, The Boys of Fall. Here we are.
So before this game gets started, I was talking to the coaches earlier and kind of getting an idea of what should happen tonight on tonight's Backroads Routes to Victory. So I mentioned before, Hiawatha kind of has struggled at times, record coming in at 1-4. So really one of the number one things for the Rock Creek Mustang and tonight's route to victory is stay focused. Stay focused for all 4 quarters. Don't think it's a gimme no matter what the score is. You want to keep playing hard and play all the way through. Take care of the ball. We talked about how they hadn't been turning the ball over. They want to keep taking care of that ball. And be disruptive on defense. Let the defense run wild. Keep Hiawatha's offense off balance. For the Red Hawks, it's going to be a struggle tonight, but really what they need to do is not worry about 4 quarters, but worry about 1 play at a time. Win the line of scrimmage 1 play at a time. Use misdirection. Rock Creek has a lot of speed on defense. Use it against them. And Hiawatha has to limit their mistakes. They can't turn the ball over, and they have to take advantage of any mistakes the Rock Creek Mustangs might make.
We are just moments away from kickoff here.
So not much wind movement on the American flag, but there on the screen you may be able to see the Hiawatha Red Hawk flag blowing across on the other side of the field. So long travel for Hiawatha. It's about an hour and 40, hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes, depending on where they're coming from in and around the Hiawatha area. So long bus ride for these kids. Again, this will be their last year playing in District 5, moving to the East in District 4 next year. And we'll talk about some of the other movements that are happening around the league and around 3A and classification changes and district changes that may be happening with the 24-25 school year.
Back deep for the Redhawks, number 18, Alex Ross, and number 5, Carson Henry. Well, fans are ready. Players are ready.
I'm ready.
All right, there we go. That's all we needed. Nice kick there by Pendel. That'll be picked up by number 5, Henry. Brings it up the right side. Decent return. Go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line as the Redhawks offense will set up shop.
Yeah, like I said, pretty good return there. Redhawks will be starting on a 25-yard line with a 1st and 10. We'll see what they try to do. Mustang defense, I think, has been playing a lot better, although they did kind of give up a lot of yards rushing against Silver Lake. We saw some passing earlier, but overall, really balanced defense. When they stay home and do their job and do what they're supposed to do, they're getting turnovers, they're making stops.
First quarter underway, 11:53 here remaining first quarter. As quarterback number 4, Skylar Arquetta, sets up. Be a handoff inside to number 22, his halfback, Josh Monahagan. And not a lot of running room there, Judd. Well defended by the Mustang defense.
Yeah, and it's kind of who we'd expect to be out there. You know, Cade Wolfinger, linebacker, kind of leading the charge there, as well as number 61, Mason Faith. So we'll be probably saying their names a lot. Those guys are pretty much leading the team in the tackles. So 61, Mason Faith was an all-league defensive lineman last year. Wolfinger's led the team in tackles last year and so far this year. Him and McCarn and linebacker pretty much will be in on most of these stops, especially at the style of offense the Redhawks are running.
Split receivers either side. Monahagan gets the call again. Taking off chunks of that first down yardage there. It'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Redhawks.
Yep, and again, number 30, Wolfinger in on that. Again, linebacker's going to be busy tonight. We probably won't see a lot of passing out of the Redhawks unless they have long yardage situations. You know, a lot of times they're going to be, I talked about misdirection. I think we'll probably see a lot of options. We'll see a lot of what we used to call back in my day crossbuck.
I was going to
kind
say,
of things.
I feel like I'm looking at a blast from the past here. Redhawks coming out with a little bit of double wing there, a little bit. So
a little bit of double wing. Maybe see some wishbone out of them tonight.
Quarterback keeper.
Going to be real close that first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Well played. That's Arquetta on the carry.
And looks like they've seen enough. They're going to go ahead and give it to him.
I can't tell you, man, the amount of QB keepers and sneaks I've seen watching football the past, 3 weeks since we weren't here. There's a lot, especially Philadelphia Eagles. They do that quite a bit. But
yeah, the days of the statue quarterback at Drew Bledsoe are long gone. If you're not mobile in today's game as a quarterback, there's probably not really a game for you.
Yeah.
You'll probably be playing first base or DH in baseball.
There you go. Fresh set of downs for the Redhawks. Split receivers either side. Man in motion. He'll get it. That's number 18, Alex Ross, up the right sideline. Nice run from Ross. He'll be brought down just shy of the first down marker. We'll see where they mark him down at. But nice run on first down for number 18.
Yeah, so the Redhawks have come out with 4 straight runs and really getting good yardage. They're kind of throwing the Mustang defense off balance right quick. And I said that was kind of one of the keys of the game is really they just want to confuse them right now. You know, they're probably not going to run anything fancy or anything like that. But if they can get some kind of crossbuck motion or some kind of misdirection, get the linebackers going the wrong way, then they have an opportunity to kill some time on the clock, keep the Mustang offense off the field.
Split receivers either side. Arquetta under center. Mustangs rushing 4. Man in motion. And give will be to Monahagan. And we have a turnover. Malachi Bell, homecoming king with the football. That's his moment. That's the Stoke moment right there. You got to go for that.
Unfortunately, without a, what do we call it, a shotgun mic down there on the field, couldn't hear the whistle, so I wasn't really sure if the ball was free before the whistle came out. But I think it's going to go from homecoming king, big man running at 45 yards to a touchdown. It's going to end up being a first down for the Redhawks. So, but the right idea. I mean, if they're going to keep running the ball through the middle, let the first man stack him up, let the second man come in, try to strip that ball loose. That's how you keep winning the turnover battles.
So good string of plays here from the Redhawks. Approaching a Mustang territory here. 8:42 remaining here, first quarter. Number 13, Caden Morton, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Arquetta sets in, man in motion. Hand off to Henry. He'll lose the football. It's a scramble picked up by the Mustangs. Down the sideline, that's number 34, Trevor Christensen. House call for the Mustangs defense.
Like we said, let the first man stack him up, let the other man come in and take the ball. So right there, it looked like he just popped loose in the first impact on that pitch to the left side. Christensen, the right man at the right time. Nothing but wheels on that. Scooped it up in a perfect bounce and all the way in the end zone for a 6-0 Mustang lead early on here in the first quarter.
Kudos to Trevor Christensen on the scoop and score there. You know, football's oblong object. You know, when it's bouncing around, it's hard to pick up. That was flawless.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Tip drill in the passing game, fumble drill in the running game. We always want to try to figure out how that ball is going to bounce. But, yeah, that was a perfect bounce right into the breadbasket for him to run it in. And him being a backup running back, he's used to taking that ball.
Bendel for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. Nice little chip shot for Jackson Pendel.
Yeah, it looked like that may have been partially blocked at the line of scrimmage, but still got it through. So that first score is going to be brought to you by Dare's Corner Market, changing the way you think about their gas stations. Come inside, find everything from canned goods, fresh baked pastries, and fruit. Also, don't hesitate to download the Dare's app today to get access to discounts, rewards, as well as any great deals and specials they have every day. Serving 7 convenient locations in the Manhattan and St. George area, Dare's Corner Market's more than just your neighborhood gas station.
If I'm not mistaken, that's 4-4 now for Jackson Pendel. Keeps the streak alive.
Keeps the streak alive, yeah, going back to last week, 3 for 3 on the PATs, 1 for 1 this week. So Mustangs have introduced a kicking game. I was talking to Coach C before the game. I was kind of giving him a little bit of heck about, I see you got a kicking game starting to get married. He's like, didn't have a choice. Got a penalty there's only 4 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and they were 31 yards out. It's like, we're not going to really go for that, so let's see what the kicker can do. And he nailed it and gave him the halftime lead. So it's good to have a long-distance threat at a high school level.
Indeed. Back deep again for the Redhawks, number 18, Alex Ross, and number 5, Carson Henry. Pendel gets set to kick things away here. 7-0 your score, 8:20 remaining first quarter. Another nice kick there by Pendel. That'll go to number 5, Henry. Henry up the middle, bounces it out to the right side, still on his feet, crosses the 40-yard line. Nice return there for the Redhawks by number 5, Carson Henry.
Yeah, so going back to route number 1 for the Mustangs, stay and focus. They make a big play. Redhawks were moving the ball on them pretty well at that point in time. The fumble, scoop up back for a touchdown. All of a sudden, they think this game's going to be over, but Redhawks aren't going to go away that easily, so they know they can run the ball. Great return there, starting the second possession at about the 43-yard line. I'll go 44.
Receiver at the bottom of your screen, that's Newell, number 2. Arquetta under center. 3 backs in the backfield, man in motion. Arquetta on the keeper. Or excuse me, that is number 1, Alex Pyle on the quarterback keeper. Check that.
Good job by the defense there, reading that quarterback option and kind of jumping in there. Got through that line of scrimmage. I actually think he lost about a yard on that play.
Number 7, Ezra Spiller on the stop for the Mustangs. Equipment timeout on the field. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the, or 2nd and 11 for the Redhawks.
Yeah, I believe number 12, McCarn, had to come out of the game, and number 15, Carson Terburen is in.
Pile under center, man in motion. Give it up to Monahagan, and he has nowhere to go. He'll be brought down by number 61 of the Mustangs.
Yeah, great play by Mason Faith right there, tackle for a loss. He's been getting into that, shooting his gap and getting into the backfield the last couple of plays, wreaking havoc, and that's what we talked about. Defense has got to wreak havoc on Hiawatha. Don't let them get comfortable. Don't let them get established. Don't let them build confidence. They started building confidence in that first possession with the run game. They want to shut it down right here. They want to get a 3-and-out right now.
And kudos to the Red Hawks. You know, you don't see a lot of huddles anymore in the offense. So that just warms my heart to see that. That's still out there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Mustangs I hardly ever see go in a huddle. They're looking at the sidelines. Usually they're getting plays. 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. They're still looking over getting plays. But, boy, we got a jumbo pack formation there.
Pyle drops back to pass, fires to his right side. That'll be caught near the sideline by number 13 of the Red Hawks, Caden Morton, with the reception.
Actually, it looked like Rankin came in and may have knocked that ball loose, so it was an incomplete pass. It looked like a completion up here, but Rankin coming in late, knocking that ball loose, forcing the Red Hawks to punt here. So that's kind of Mustang defense they wanted to see on the second possession. Granted, the first one turned into a touchdown, but that's what they were expecting, more of that.
Punt is away, and it'll take a Red Hawk hop by the 35-yard line.
Bringing a Mustang offense out for the first time in this game. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left in the first quarter. So, like I said, I expect to see Becker getting a lot more carries this week. He's only sitting at about 264 yards on the season, but 114 of that came last week. So, I know they want to get him going.
And one thing about this Mustang offense, we've seen, you know, only putting up 14 against Riley County, but then they just haven't looked back since then. You know, a 21-point first half against Silver Lake, and then the win over Marysville. So we'll see what they can do on their first possession here. Here's Lee. Give is to Becker. Short gain on the play. Second down coming up for the Mustangs. New formation we haven't seen before there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to call that. You got a shotgun, triple back. I'm sure somebody will tell me what it is.
Give will be to number 1, Elijah Bell. Cut back, bringing it back up the right side. He's got room to work with, gets a block, down, crosses the 50, 40, 30, 20. House call for number 1, Eli Bell. Stuck with it. That was the design run up the left side. And he said, no, I'm taking it to the right side.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when a street's closed, you got to find an alternate route. Why not go 65 yards for a touchdown with your alternate route? So Hiawatha actually did a good job of stopping that, but good job by the blockers on the backside of the Mustangs not getting caught up in any kind of holds or illegal blocks. So kind of let Bell spring free and do his work on his own.
Extra point for Pendle. McCarn on the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So your new score with 5:39 remaining here, first quarter, 14-0 Mustangs.
Yeah, so we'll have to look into that. I'm waiting for somebody to kind of tell me what that formation might be. As Josh Wilson just said, I didn't know we had 11 quarterbacks on the team. Yeah, quarterback in a shotgun formation, backs on both sides of them in a traditional T formation, and then you got a tailback even back behind.
That's a new one. Usually we have the shotgun formation or empty set with their bunch receivers on one side, 3 on the other side, but it's a little refreshing to see, you know.
Is there such a thing as a shotgun wishbone?
I don't think.
I'm calling it till somebody tells me different. Shotgun
you know
wishbone.
What?
Yeah, you know, it's both on both of those plays. You know, Hiawatha was into the backfield. Bell just made a great cut, came back the other way. I'm not a big fan of everybody being back like that. That actually counted. You know, came back to haunt him against Riley. They were on the 1 or 2 yard line, and they were in a shotgun formation with 2 backs back like that, and ended up getting a safety that allowed Riley to get to the 8 points. And then Riley had a chance to actually win the game at the end, but Mustang defense stopped him on a 4th and got the ball back and basically ran the clock out. But it was a tense game, that's for sure. So
Kick is away. That'll be fielded by number 5 of the Red Hawks. That's Carson Henry. Bringing it up the left side now. Cuts back. Tackled by a host of Mustangs. and he'll get past, call it the 26, 27-yard line where the Redhawks will set up the offense.
Yeah, Redhawks are getting good returns. Their special teams are doing all right. He actually was probably just about one defender away from picking up about another 10 or 15 on that. So it was a good job on the outside edge, basically staying in his lane, forcing them back into the rest of the Mustang defense. So Redhawks getting ready to start their third possession. Starting on, like you said, about the 26-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26-ish. I like ish.
26 and 3/4. 5/8, you know. It's all the same. It's all Greek to me.
25 yards and 2 feet.
Here's Pyle under center. Man in motion. And Pyle will keep it, bounces it outside. Well defended by the Mustang front line. That was Cade Wolfringer and Trevor Christensen on the stop. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Redhawks.
I'm going to task Josh Wilson to look up that formation. He thought he had it, and he says, never mind, but
it's all right.
He's at home. We'll let him Google that.
There we go.
Or he might be on the road.
Yeah, okay. Here's Pyle under center. Drops back to pass, fires to his right side. Diving attempt by number 2, Brandon Newell, just off the hands. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Redhawks.
Yeah, I like the idea. It was a good play by the Redhawks. The pass is just a little bit too far, high to the outside. He's trying to put it in one area that Rankin can't get to. But, you know, you got to look probably the defensive end coming around the edge there. You could probably had to lift it up over, and it just sailed on him like that.
And with this Redhawk offense, you know, you got the 3 backs, the 2 wings, lots of motion. Play action pass is not a bad play for them here, 3rd and 10.
No, and they're going to have to do something to try to keep Faith out of the backfield right now, so that's why they're trying to get away from the run right here and try to establish some kind of a passing game.
Pyle fires into double coverage. Is that caught by Dawson Rankin?
He's going to be just out of bounds. But he kind of heaved up a prayer there. I was just talking about it. I think Faith or might have been Roddinghouse was right in the grill of the quarterback as he was throwing that ball. So another good 3 and out for the Mustangs. So kind of finding their groove now and really limiting what the Redhawks can do.
So bring up 4th and 10. Punt unit on for the Redhawks. Short kick. It'll take a bounce at the Redhawk 35. And Mustangs will have good field position here for their second drive.
Yeah, excellent field position starting at the Redhawk 35. That punt must have went off the side of his foot. I was worried about it hitting a Mustang player, but it pretty much went straight out of bounds as a wounded duck.
That's why I always did. I never was a punter, but I always did the watermelon. Hold it like a watermelon, then kick it. Just because anytime I did how you're supposed to, it always go off one side. Or
it's a tricky thing to do.
It is.
But if that's all you do, you should be good at it.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Mac Lee drops back to pass, looking, fires out for Becker, just off the hands.
Yeah, he was looking at Craneville all the way. He found a seam route and was going. May have had to pass, but he looked to check down to Becker and just let him just a little bit too much.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10, ball on the 35-yard line for the Mustangs. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here. Lee, option now, pitches it to Christensen, and well defended by the Redhawks. That'll be number 22 on the stop for the Redhawks, Josh Monahagan.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we may never see this formation again from the Mustangs all year. I feel like they're running plays that they don't want anybody else like Clay Center to get a really catch wind of what they're trying to do.
And Mac Lee on the quarterback keeper. We'll have enough for the first down and more. As you were saying, good read.
Yeah, it's not a formation that we've seen out in the last couple of years. You know, they're kind of going trying to throw something similar to maybe the Red Hawks are doing, but they're running out of shotgun now. Here's what we're normally used to seeing. We got 4 split outs for the Mustangs, 1 back.
Nice hard count there. Draw the Red Hawks off sides. That'll be 2nd and short now for the Mustangs. 2nd and manageable, I should say.
Well, I don't want to correct you, but it'll actually be 1st and 5.
Wow.
But they're already in field goal range. Fake the Becker off over to
The Duska, did he get it?
I think he's
Just a little short.
He's out on the 1-yard line. So Mustangs coming out, little play action, going in a no huddle, quickly getting everybody lined up.
I always enjoy looking down the sideline for the play calls, and I get the backside of it. So right there, I was just looking at Lightning McQueen. So we'll see what the Mustangs have here, 1st and goal. 3 receivers far side. Receiver, the bottom of your screen, Craneville.
Look to a slant to Christensen. Oh.
Up the middle to Becker. Is he in? No, he'll be
That was
back.
It was a late signal there by the side judge there, but he did signal he is in fact in on the 1-yard touchdown run, or 2-yard touchdown run.
So back-to-back-to-back scores now for the Mustangs. And sitting on a 20-point lead here, 3:24 left to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I thought he'd gotten in, and then there wasn't a call. Then they drove him back 5 yards before the side judge finally signaled touchdown. But Drew Becker with the short 2-yard touchdown run there, giving the Mustangs 20-0 lead. Trying to go 6 in a row on the PATs.
Right you are.
Best looking kick of the night right there. So again, 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Mustangs out to a 21-0 lead over the Hiawatha Redhawks. I mentioned, they got to stay focused, though. We've seen them get up on teams before in the past and then kind of lose focus, start playing sloppy football and let a team back in it. It's going to be a real struggle for Hiawatha to get back into this game, but they can certainly take advantage of the Mustangs napping, that's for sure. And I can tell you Coach Sieben wants them to stay focused and basically not take their foot off the throttle right now.
This Breaking the Action is brought to you by Farmers State Bank, your full-service bank with over 100 years of community banking service. Founded in 1898 in Westmoreland with branch locations in Onega and Manhattan. Farmers State Bank provides a variety of personal and business services, including checking, savings, and IRA accounts. Students can earn cash for good grades with their Books and Bucks checking account. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. I've always wanted to say that. I always hear it like on their commercials and everything. I was like, that's kind of cool. Jackson Pendel set to kick things away here. 3:24 remaining, 1st quarter. Back deep for the Red Hawks, number 5, Carson Henry, and number 18, Alex Ross. I'll take one hop, going to the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First and 10 for the Red Hawks on the 20-yard line.
See what the Red Hawks can do here on their 4th? Play 4th possession.
I think you're right.
They've gone 3 and out on the last couple. Of course, had a turnover on the very first one where Trevor Christensen scooped it up and ran in. I believe it was around 35, 40 yards for the touchdown.
Here's Pyle under center. Give up the middle to number 22, Monahagen. Be gobbled up, nowhere to go.
Dr. Bernhardt, to say Monaghan?
Monaghan. I think he's probably right.
He's probably right.
I mean,
he's got a doctorate.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows how words work. Short gain there by, I'm afraid to say the name now.
Monaghan. Pile under center. 3 backs. 1 in motion. And give us to number 20 this time. That'll be Ethan Morton. Well defended again by the Mustang front line.
Yeah, McCarn, Welfringer, Hardinghouse, Faith. He ran into a whole wall of Mustangs on that point in time. They were not fooled by the motion. Bringing up a 3rd and long, actually lost about the half a yard that they gained on first down. Mustangs would like another 3 and out right here. They'd be in great field position.
2 minutes remaining here, first quarter. Split receivers either side for the Red Hawks. Here's Pyle under center. Man in motion. Give is to number 18. That's Ross up the right side. Nice gain there on 3rd down for the Red Hawks, but be 4th and short coming up. Carson Toberbieren on the stop for the Mustangs.
If I'm not mistaken, that's at least the 5th ball carrier that the Red Hawks have used. So they're moving the ball around a lot, but I guess if you got 3 backs in the backfield and wing backs and a quarterback that can run, we're going to mix that up quite a bit. It looks like the Red Hawks are looking like they're going to go for it on about a 4th and 3 on the Mustang 27-yard line. Pretty gutsy play here by the Red Hawks.
Here's Pyle under center. Man in motion's Ross. He'll get the call again.
I think there was a false start. Oh, going to be a timeout call. I think they wanted to go with a hard count. Almost got the Mustangs jumping off sides, and then I actually thought that the right end for the Red Hawks may have moved early, but Red Hawks call timeout here. Changed their mind with 57.9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Decided maybe we don't want to go for it right here on the Mustang side of the field. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Faith Furniture. Serving the Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and the family experience for all their customers. Whether you're looking for a full arrangement or great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, or maybe you're just looking for that perfect accent that really ties the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
Amen. It's true. I'm not going to lie. Faith and patience. I went with my wife the other day. I never thought we'd pick anything out.
Patience. Patience is a virtue in your furniture shopping. We've walked completely around the store only to come right back to where we entered.
To where we were.
Because we turned right instead of left, and what we wanted was 10 feet to the left of the door, and we went right first.
Yep, always get the. But I really like this one too. So those of course it was upstairs, so we got to walk all the way back, sit on it. This isn't the one for me.
So to highlight some other things that are happening around Rock Creek, just wanted to say congratulations to the Rock Creek debate team. They were in a 3-way tie for 2nd place at the Halstead debate this last week.
Here's Pyle, drops back to pass, fires towards the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Mustangs will take over on downs.
Yep, so Mustang debate team. Actually, I think they've had a pretty good debate team for the last couple of years. This year's topic's tough one. Economic inequality. United States federal government should substantially increase fiscal redistribution of the United States by adopting a federal jobs guarantee, expanding Social Security, and/or providing a basic income. That's pretty heavy lifting for high school kids. Congratulations.
Empty backfield. Christensen, the motion man, he'll get the call. Nowhere to go, and well defended by the Red Hawk defense. We'll have flags on the play. Look to my man Judd over here.
I think we're going to have a holding.
I was waiting for the shuffling of papers and looking through the little booklet of all the hand signals.
I should find those. Let's see if we got it. Oh, we got a personal foul face mask against the Red Hawks. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and 1st down. I guess that's determination. Was it egregious, as they would say? Did he grab a hold of it and use it as part of the tackle, or did the hand just kind of slide across it? Looks like that's going to be the big one. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Mustangs in the red zone now. 44.7 seconds remaining. 21-0 your score here first quarter. One receiver at the bottom of your screen, that's Bell, joined by Christensen.
We have a bunch formation close on the left side. Empty backfield. I bet Mac Lee's going to run it.
Drops back to pass, fires towards the right side for Bell. A little too much mustard on that one.
Good job by Bell there. He kind of had to turn into a defender on that one. As Red Hawk defender actually had the better position, had a beat on the ball, but Bell was able to knock the ball free and save that with 20 seconds left on the clock for the Mustangs.
2nd and 10, ball in the 15 for the Mustangs. Christensen in motion. Mac Lee on the keeper. He's got a hole. And nice scramble there for Mac Lee.
Not going to lie, it's actually the play I thought they were going to run last time.
I know, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing there. 3 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom of your screen. That's Craneville.
Give it to the workhorse Becker here in close. Get him another touchdown from 5 yards out, and he's in.
Go. Touchdown number 2 for Drew Becker this evening. So, big performance last week. Hit pay dirt twice this week.
Yeah, he's not going to get you a lot of fantasy points on the yards, but geez, 2 touchdowns on basically 10 yards rushing right now for Becker.
Yeah.
Those are...
That's all you need right there. I mean...
Those are the money runs,
yeah.
right?
Guys that get in the red zone, get in the end zone, that's all you need. Bedell on the extra point. It's good. 28-0, your new score here. 0.4 seconds remaining here, first quarter.
Not sure what the Red Hawks did there. They had 2 guys in the backfield. I think they were almost surprised they had an opportunity to block that. I think it's a second guy would have tripped the first one. He may have fell into that block. 0.4 seconds left. Mustangs up 28-0.
Bedell 6 for 6 now.
6 for 6 in the last 2 games. No, actually he's 7 for 7.
7 for 7.
We're about getting to the point where we can't count that high anymore once we pass 10 fingers.
This break in the action is brought to you by Liming Productions. Based out of St. George, Kansas, Liming Productions is your source for 5-star wedding, videography, event videography, corporate events, and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions.
A lot of excitement out there. Cheerleaders throwing T-shirts. Students wearing orange tonight. A lot of safety orange. That's going to be for cancer awareness for Katie Stevie. Good job by the students there wearing orange in the sport. I believe there's a couple of fundraising functions coming up for her and St. Mary's here in a couple weekends. Or volleyball tournament and a softball tournament. I will get more information on that here in a little bit.
Here's number 2 on the return for the Red Hawks. That is Braden Newell. We'll take it from the 15 to the 25 for the Mustangs, or for the Red Hawks, excuse me. And that'll be the end of 1 here in Flush, America. We'll take a short intermission. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to high school football action here at the Rock. After one, Mustangs up 28-0 over the Redhawks of Hiawatha. The Redhawks will get a set up here to kick off the second quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Here's Pyle on the give to number 25, his tailback. He's met in the backfield. That'll be Morton on the carry. And that'll be Cade Welfringer on the stop.
I'm surprised by that. Cade Welfringer on the stop.
Is that your shocked face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might try running to the left side next time. They keep going right, and it keeps going wrong for them.
So it'll be 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on the play for the Redhawks.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I get a little thrown off by the timing of the full huddle.
Give up the middle to Monaghan. And call it again at 3 on the play. We're going 3rd and 8. Shout out Dr. Bernhardy. It's nice sitting close. So that way I wait. Like if I'm not for sure about something, I hear him say it, and I'm like, okay, it's got to be right if he says it.
He's got spotters with
that's true.
binoculars over there, whereas you've got an old man on bifocals that's trying to look in 3 screens and 2 papers at the same time. You're just not going to have the same amount of luck.
Here's Pyle under center. 4-man front for the Mustangs. We're going to have a break in the action as Hiawatha will take a timeout.
All right, with that, I think we're ready for one of our new segments we introduced a couple weeks ago with our Bandit Brain Teaser. Our little trivia question brought to you by Backroads Broadcasting mascot, Bandit the Raccoon. What Kansas high school running back holds state record in 11-man football for career rushing yards of 8,472, career touchdowns of 131, and career points of 822? Answer in those comments below. I know that was a quick flash. I mean,
it could be either one of them.
I mean, I'll give you a hint. Running back.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Redhawks. Ball on the 28-yard line. It's Pyle under center, Mustangs 4-man front. Pyle drops back to pass, fires over the middle, off the hands of his intended target. That is number 5. That's Carson Henry. Almost picked off there by the Mustangs.
I'll bring up a 4th and 7 for the Redhawks. I imagine they're going to line up the punt here again. Mustangs should have pretty good field position. Looks like Rankin is going back deep to receive for the Mustangs. And by deep, I mean 25 yards. That was partially blocked.
Blocked. Cade Welfringer picks it up, and he'll be met by I don't know what a Hawks is, but a group of Redhawks. We'll go with that. I think he was just picking up to get it for the official because I don't know if they're going to roll it dead.
Yeah, I think there was a state of perpetual confusion there on both sides. But yeah, Redhawks with the heads up too. I was like, oh, maybe we should tackle this guy.
It was that movie Silence breaking the fourth wall. He looked at the sideline. The Redhawks players looked at their sideline. And they were like, can I tackle this guy? Is that something I can do? So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on 28 for the Mustangs.
Well, you know, they're taught from a very young age, go to the whistle. So
That's
if you
right.
don't hear a whistle, you better
Kudos to them, yeah.
put them down.
Put them down. Vendeska, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Craneville far side. Group formation here in the backfield for the Mustangs. Bell, Christensen, and Becker in the backfield. That's Rosa now at quarterback. Fires to his left side. That'll be complete for Vendeska. Change of scenery in the quarterback position for the Mustangs. Gavin Rosa 101. Start the evening.
Yeah, you know, of course, it's been 3 weeks since we've watched the Mustangs play live, but Gavin Rose had to come out and for an injured Mac Lee early on, and kid was slinging the ball around pretty well.
Here's Christensen on the handoff, juke move, and he'll be brought down past the first down marker. It'll be good gain on second down for the Mustangs. First and 10 now for the Mustangs, ball in the 30. Just under 10 minutes here, second quarter. Empty backfield now for Rosa. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen, looking left, fires. Diving attempt by Christensen, and that'll be incomplete pass. Second down coming up for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked to me like Christensen was still trying to get lined up on the line, looking over at the referee to make sure he was back off the line when the ball was hiked. If that was a timing play, it may have been off just a little bit. Mustangs are looking to do a quick strike here, get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Vendeska in motion. It'll be Rosa on the quarterback keeper. So he'll be short of the first down marker. Ball on the 27, 3rd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, it looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. I actually thought he picked up a yard or two, but
Empty backfield now for Rosa. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. And they're going to get the Redhawks again with the hard count.
yeah, you could just see the blood drain out of the faces of the left end as soon as he moved. He's like, ugh, got me.
Yeah. That's one thing I did enjoy watching NFL during, I guess I'll call it the COVID era, but, you know, when fans were in stadiums, you could really hear the hard count when the quarterbacks would go for it.
As well, when guys were really happy with themselves.
That's true. Fires for the sideline. Caught by Vendeska, stays in bounds, makes one man miss, another man miss, and he's in for the touchdown.
Wow, what a run by Vendeska.
Human joystick, Dagan Vendeska in for 6. Now you see me, now you don't.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BBAA for the score.
New updated score for the Mustangs, 34-0 here, 8:49 remaining second quarter.
For those of you who didn't know, that was a Nintendo cheat code reference. The original Nintendo.
The original Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
otherwise known
you got to
as
clarify now. There's
the NES.
Yeah. Pendel for the extra point.
Ooh, ricochet.
In there. There we go.
We're going to quit talking about it.
We're going to call that the bank shot there. This is the backboard, if you will. 35-0, your new score, 8:49 remaining here, second quarter.
This break brought to you by Roach Media Group, your local friendly professional photographer, honing their craft through years of wedding, portrait, and headshot photography in the St. George, Wamego, Manhattan area. They are now also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and 360 view camera tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE, roachmediagroup.com. And like I said last softball season, the drone tour, you can't fly it, but you can look at the pretty pictures. Actually, I'm sure Cody's got a catchphrase for his business now. He probably should pass that off to us at some point in time.
We can come up for one on the spot. If we want.
I made up one every single time last softball season until he came up with one. Yeah. So, yeah, I had to try to keep tabs of what I'd said before. But, yeah, we gave him a new catchphrase every game.
I think I'm going to go with acronym for Roach. Really outstanding camera something. I'll come back to it. But, Cody, I got you.
Cody Roach, our programmer and all-around what the heck is happening fixer.
That'll be decent return for the Redhawks. Be about the 31-yard line. and their offense will head back on the field.
So I started saying earlier, the students tonight are wearing orange. That is orange for Kennedy Stevie. On October 28th, we will say this again on our next one, but there will be a fundraising opportunity for Kennedy over in St. Mary's Riverside Park. They're having a spectacular softball or soft pitch softball and what they're calling a Volley-ween sand volleyball tournament. Clever naming.
That's clever.
Good job there.
Here's Pyle and company on first down. Give will be to Monaghan. He's got a hole. He'll be well past first down marker. Nice run there on first down for the Redhawks. Carson Torbieren on stop.
So that's the best single play the Redhawks have had right there. Again, misdirection. Did a fake handoff to the left, rail handoff to the right, and even faked the pitch after the handoff. So the triple threat option, which they can make a quadruple threat if the quarterback starts running with the ball.
8 minutes remaining here. 1st and 10 now for the Redhawks. Man in motion. Give up the middle. Well defended by the front line of the Mustangs. I believe that's Monaghan on the carry again. Call it a gain of 2 on the play. Be 3rd and 8 coming up for the Redhawks. 3rd and 8, or 2nd and 6. Sorry, numbers getting flipped around here a little bit. I think I need to borrow your glasses here, Judd, one of these times.
Look out the top. The bottom's for close.
Here's Pyle. Man in motion. He'll get it. That's Ross. Will be met by a host of Mustangs on the stop. Let's see. That's Trevor Christensen, number 51. That is Wade Rottinghouse, Ezra Spiller, Hunter Procish in there as well.
Yeah, we talked about the speed of the defense for the Mustangs right now. They're not being fooled by too many plays, but seeing the ball well, seeing where the ball is going. So even though the Redhawks are trying misdirection, the Mustangs, for the most part, are doing a good job of reading it.
Everybody's getting in on the stop, too, as well.
And so far, from what I can tell, we've had no takers on the Bandit Brain Teaser.
All right, it's been killing me. Who is it? Who is it?
A false start there.
I'm dying to know, Judd.
Well, I will tell you, it is not the 2 members of the Chiefs that did not live in Kansas and play high school football in Kansas.
Patrick Mahomes didn't play for Derby? I could have sworn I saw his name in the yearbook that one year they won the state title like 5 times in a row. All right, but in all seriousness.
It was D'Angelo Evans at Wichita Collegiate. And he went on to play football at Nebraska. I don't think his career went quite the way he wanted it to in college, but he had a fantastic high school career, set many Kansas State records.
Pyle on the quarterback keeper. Will be brought down by number 35 of the Mustangs, Cooper Seaman. I'll bring up 4th down now for the Redhawks. What year was that, Judd, that he was at Wichita Collegiate? Do you know off the top of your head? Putting you on the spot.
Putting me on the spot. I'm going to say 94 through 98, maybe.
Kick is away. Fielded by Rankin.
Oh, what a
Head
scoop.
of steam up the left side. Rankin's got room to run. Block from Vandeska. Dawson Rankin in for 6. I mean, he fooled me. I didn't think he was going to pick it up, and then he just shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, that was a great scoop. What was that, about a 65-yard scamper into the end zone? Tiptoeing along the sidelines. Good job by Vandeska picking up a block downfield to let him go ahead and spring it. But, yeah, he has surrounded by about 3 or 4 Redhawks right off the bat, but he came in with a full head of steam, and he just kept going. I got to figure out how to mark that on my sheet. Punt return. TD. 65 yards.
Here's Pendle for the extra point.
The stadium is quiet in anticipation of the snap.
Like we're waiting for a free throw.
It is. Oh, the snap was high. I don't think that was a design fake, but good job by McCarn just to take off and run with it.
Still on his feet. And I'm not for sure if that was a designed field goal run. I don't know if it was a low snap.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no. He had to reach up pretty high. I don't think he thought there was any chance of getting that down in order for the kick to get away. I think he wanted to preserve his kicker's perfect streak, and he's like, you know what, bud?
It's fair.
I'm going to take this one for the team.
It's fair. It's fair.
So, it's an unfortunate play. It happens sometimes. It's less unfortunate when you've got a 41-point lead with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. But it's certainly something that you're going to want to work on now that you actually have a kicking threat. So you got a field goal kicker that can start kicking them from 35 out. That snap and that hold is very, very important. And my opinion, it's probably one of the hardest things to do in football as well. So kudos to all the holders out there.
All the great streaks out there, unbeaten streaks, Undertaker's WrestleMania streak and the Jackson Pendle point after touchdown streak as well. So
the Undertaker is what you went with.
That's hey, what was it, 2021, and then Lesnar finally beat him.
The basketball man who didn't bother bringing up UCLA brings up the Undertaker.
That's right. I mean, it's up there. You got to put it up there.
Oh, brother, I'm ready to win that. Guess that was the Macho Man, but I don't honestly know what the Undertaker sounds like. I don't know if I heard him talk for the first 20 years of his career.
He does the patented watch the lights go out, shows up in the ring, and then his eyes roll back in his head and said "Rest in peace" or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice kick there by Pendle. Here's Henry on the return up the left side. And he'll be brought down just after the 30-yard line. And now out come the Red Hawk offense.
Well, either all of my chat windows have quit working or we've put our audience to sleep. 5:01 left in the second quarter. Mustangs lead 41-0.
I mean, we gave them that was a tough brain teaser.
That was.
For the start.
They don't get easier either.
They don't?
Nah.
Oh, boy. As long as it's not anything with math related, I think we'll be okay.
I could tell you they're all searchable on the internet.
There we go. That's all we needed. 5:01 remaining here, second quarter. Ball on the 30-yard line. Man in motion. Pile will give it up the middle. Pile up, call it a gain of 2 on the play.
I have to wonder at some point in time here in the next 4.5 minutes if the Red Hawks don't start using every second of the play clock. Next Mustangs score, I believe, will run into a continuous clock for the second half.
Be 2nd and 6 coming up for the Red Hawks. Here's Pyle under center. Split receivers either side. Man in motion. Give is up the middle to Monaghan. Not a lot of running room there. Bring up 4th down now for the Red Hawks.
The offense for the Red Hawks really kind of reminds me of the style of offense that the Mustangs ran prior to Coach Sieben taking over and going to a more run and gun.
Patented double wing. I was there for a little bit.
I mean, like that particular handoff right there, the quarterback barely has time to turn to get it to his fullback that's going through would be the 2-hole. Mustang defense is firing off the ball pretty quick and shooting the gaps half the time they're in the 2-hole before the running back even gets the ball there. So Defensive line is wreaking the havoc that I said they needed to.
Here's Pyle on the keeper. And initially brought down by number 54 of the Mustangs. That'll be Tristan Meyer on the stop.
So the Redhawks' first possession, they started out doing what we said they needed to, and that was basically winning the line of scrimmage one play at a time. Got their first 6, 7 plays, was going good, and then the fumble happened. Christensen took it back 35 yards for a touchdown. And up to this point, the Redhawks have not had a single play other than one that has gone for more than 3 or 4 yards, with their longest play being a 10-yard run. Mustang defense thus far have been staying focused.
4th down still on the field for the Redhawks.
And take your pick on who got the false start on that.
Early jump there for the offensive line, and I believe they're going to send the punt team on now for the Redhawks.
They may try to decide who they want to punt to right now. Mustangs are going to take a timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by Backroads Broadcasting. Backroads Broadcasting is working harder than ever to bring the action home to you. If you are looking for a live broadcast of your future event or are interested in being a sponsor, contact and give us a shout at codyliming@brbc.live. If you enjoy our free production and would like to help, you can always donate to the stream with Cash App, $BRBCL, or Venmo BRBCL. We're just glad you joined us here this evening. Let us know where you are watching from. Isaiah Dobbins, Flush, Kansas.
I am currently in Flush, Kansas as well. Long-time listener, first-time caller, Isaiah. I really like what you guys do. I particularly find you very entertaining and on the spot for your play-by-play.
Oh, well, thank you. I owe all of it to my color commentator, because without him, I wouldn't be what I am.
Yeah, they could probably find a new one of those.
No, but I got to give Judd his flowers. He's up here hours before I am, interviewing coaches, getting all the stats, puts in the man hours to make this what it is. Nice punt. Take a bounce at the 40. And a nice Red Hawk hop. And the Mustangs will set up shop at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes, 19 seconds left. I could almost see in Hunter Prokish's eyes how badly he really wanted to get that ball and have a shot at the end zone himself. But speaking of Hunter Prokish, congratulations to Hunter Prokish and the high school trap team. Placed 6 members to the AIM or AIM All-State Trap Team. Hunter Prokish, Seth Biggie, Aiden McKinney all in the junior AIM category, and Devin Helgett, Declan McKinney, and Grady Hastert in the sub-junior AIM category. So congratulations to the Rock Creek Mustang trap shooting team.
Here's Christensen on a slant. He's got room to work with. Bounces it outside, taking it up the right side. Cuts it back left. And he'll finally be brought down just past the 30-yard line. I think he was looking for a place to go, and then one got a hold of him, and he's like, all right, I tired.
45-yard pass play. I think really what he was trying to do was stay in bounds and keep the clock running, but that's all right.
Nice gain there for Trevor Christensen.
Oh, and everybody seems to be walking back the wrong way. What did I miss? Oh, we got a penalty marker down about the 49-yard line. Holding against the Mustangs. That is going to be from the line of scrimmage, not a spot foul.
That's the one they changed, right?
That is the one they changed, even though they put the flag down at the spot, but that is actually going to be a line of scrimmage penalty. Just sadly in this situation, or maybe they make it a spot foul if you have positive yards.
So 2 minutes remaining here, second quarter. 41-0 your score. Mustangs 1st and 10, ball in the 39.
Guess I'll cross out the one reception for 45 yards. That now became a one reception for.
Just a reception.
Yeah. I guess technically 9 yards.
I think we're
Well, that's a
There-
whole lot of
there-
thinking of what's
the-
going on here. First
there we
down,
go.
not first down. First down, not first down. First down.
first down, but the chains don't move, I guess, per se.
It's
They were there, but now they moved, but technically it's not still first down.
see,
still
folks,
first
this is
down.
what happens when you have a basketball and a baseball guy doing football. We're kind of confused by the 45-yard pass play, the holding penalty that brought it back for a 1st and 10 at the 40 instead of 1st and 10 at the 25.
Here's Rosa, fires over the middle to Christensen again, and he'll be brought down right at midfield.
So it's feel bad for Trevor Christensen right now. Let's get his numbers back up to where they should have been. So now instead of a pass for 45 yards, it's 2 completions for 20
There we go.
or 2 receptions for 20.
Rosa back to pass, fires to his left, hits
Nice
Bell.
receiver screen.
He's got
Bell's
room.
going to go.
Off to the races, one man to beat. Can he get there? Touchdown, Elijah Bell.
49-yard
Looks
pass
like,
and catch.
looks like that ankle's doing well. Last time we saw him, got twisted up wrong way. Last time we were here at the Backroads broadcast. Looks like it's good to me.
So Bell's just like, I'm going to show up for 2 plays, 49-yard reception for a touchdown, 65-yard run for a touchdown.
No biggie.
Whew, I'm winded.
Looking like DJ Moore last night for the Bears, yards after catch. I mean, the guy had, it was like 210 yards, 3 touchdowns last night. I mean, he's almost there. We'll stay tuned.
I'll take your word for it. The Avalanche were playing last night.
That's right.
That's
Yep.
hockey.
There we go.
Losing once again in the preseason.
Bend down on the extra point. It's good. Yeah, 6-point home run. There we go, Judd.
Oh, I get it now. Mustangs 48-0 lead. 1:21 left in the second quarter. Spreading the wealth around. Christensen with a defensive fumble for a touchdown to start off the scoring. Becker with 2 touchdown runs. Bell with a 65-yard touchdown run. Bell with a 49-yard touchdown reception. Vendeska with a touchdown reception. Both from Gavin Rosa.
Not too often that your 2 quarterbacks throw for touchdowns in the same game.
Well, they got 2 gunslingers on this team, that's for sure.
That is true. That is true.
It almost makes you wonder. They're both underclassmen. What? Lee's a junior, Rosa's a sophomore. So, 2 very athletic, good quarterbacks. You wonder if they keep going with a 2 quarterback set the rest of this year into next season, or if they try to move one of the guys around and keep them as a backup and get them out on the field any way they can. And I got to tell you, the way Lee runs the ball, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the backfield next year, or Rosa as quarterback and Lee as a running back,
Vice versa.
or vice versa. Good problem to have.
Yeah. Here's Pendel. Kick things away. Two back deep for the Redhawks. This will be fielded by number 5. That is Henry. Cuts it back. And he'll be brought down by number 6 of the Mustangs. That is Noah Wahlberg on stop.
So I watched that, and you just got to look at BK. Brandon Craneville out there is like, dude, you're the only one that went in on the tackle. You're the fastest guy out there. What's happening? It's one of my favorite quotes from a baseball movie, Bull Durham.
There we go.
Lollygaggers. Speaking of sport movies, let's get some interaction here, folks. What's your favorite football movie?
Oh.
There's a lot of good ones out there. I know
There
what
is.
some of mine are. I know what some of my kids' are. If you're listening and your chat still works in the comments, let us know. What's your favorite football movie? And I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Give up the middle. Believe that's Monaghan on the carry. Oh, that's Martin, number 20, Ethan Morton on the carry. Check that. Favorite football movie? Ooh, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
There are.
I really liked Radio. Radio was good. Do you count that as football movie? That's a football movie.
Yeah,
I'd say that or
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, I'd say that or
That was not
Rudy
one I
was
was
good. You know, Rudy. I never. That movie always sat on my DVD shelf as a kid, and I never watched it. And then I watched it, and I was like, okay, I understand why this is a good movie.
Yeah, single man tear.
Pile up here. Nice gain on second down for the Red Hawks. That's Morton again on the call.
Yeah, Rudy's going to be one that's always up there a lot. Radio, I was surprised. Like you said, when you said that, I was not expecting to hear the radio come out. I'd actually almost forgotten about that with Cuba Gooding Jr.
And then, I mean, of course, you're going to get the longest yard. I mean, that's probably going to be most people's pick, but.
You might be surprised. I think I know what most people would pick, but I don't want to say it. Nice tackle.
And that'll bring us to halftime. Your score, 48-0.
Yeah, we're going to go to halftime, folks. We will have a halftime show. The band will be playing. The dance team will be dancing. The sound probably will not be working because of copyright music. So if you see the dance team dancing and no music happening, just know that your Facebook and YouTube is probably working properly. It's just going to be copyrighted music. So we will be back with you in 15 minutes at the end of the half. And we will bring you second half action of football. Hiawatha Redhawks here at the Rock Creek Mustangs. Welcome, everybody, back to Backroads Broadcasting. We got about a minute 50 before the second half starts here at the Rock. Rock Creek Mustangs currently leading 48-0 over the Hiawatha Redhawks. Going to go through and look at some scores around the state. Clifton Clyde El Saline tied at 20 at halftime. 2A Nemaha Central leading 10-0 over Minneapolis. Larned currently up 34-0. Iola 14-0 over Girard. Kingman 36-0 over Chaparral. Kingman a 2A, Chaparral 2A, actually moving to 3A next year. Osage City 17, Humboldt 6 at halftime. Manhattan currently leading Junction City 23-0 at halftime there in Manhattan. Close game out in Topeka. Wamego 4A team traveling to a 5A Shawnee Heights. Currently that's a halftime score 7-6. Wamego leading that game over Shawnee Heights. 3A team Pratt over Smoky Valley 37-0. That is early in the third quarter. Clearwater over Heston right now, 10-0 at halftime. Smith Center out in western Kansas up 42-0 over Republic County. Frontenac, 3A over Baxter Springs, 40-0.
Wow.
South Central over Kinsley right now in the third quarter, that's 30-14. Derby, Mays, that's at halftime. That's 21-all. Olathe East up 28-0 over Olathe West. Blue Valley up 15 on Blue Valley North, 15-0. Riley County currently beating Horton 36-0 in the third quarter. Wellsville only up 14-13 over Prairie View. Wellsville 5-0 team. Prairie View at 3-2. No score for Andale Wichita Collegiate. Bishop Miege in 4A is up 10-0 over STAHS. Don't know what that is.
Man, how about MHS? Won state title last year. They haven't looked back.
Yeah, it did have one loss on the year, though. I think people are a little surprised by that. Can't remember who they lost to off the top of my head.
You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah, that's true. Mustangs set to receive the ball here in the second half. We will have a continuous running clock with the Mustangs up 48-0. And we are underway.
Christensen and Rankin back deep for the Mustangs, fielded by Christensen. Wait, patient, running, breaks it. He will go all the way. Trevor Christensen gets the second half started with a bang.
So it could be an 80-yard touchdown run by Christensen. He was patiently waiting for his blocks to set up. Once they got set up, he punched through the line, and there was no catching him. Picked that ball up on a 12-yard line, 88-yard to start the second half for the Mustangs.
It's always fun to look at the sideline and see the special teams coach for the Mustangs, Coach O. Anytime there's a big special teams play, he's jumping 10 feet in the air.
Yep, you can always measure his vertical on how good the play is. It's high when it's bad. It's even higher when it's really, really good.
Here's Pendle for the extra point. Good.
Yeah, good.
Perfect Pendle. Here we go. Oh, yep.
Uh-oh.
I hope that doesn't jinx things.
Man, broadcaster jinx. I'm going to
know.
call you out on it.
Yeah. I can already see the headline now. In local news. Play-by-play commentator for Backwards Broadcasting.
Angered an entire school today. So Mustangs with a 65-yard touchdown run, a 49-yard touchdown pass, 65-yard punt return, now an 88-yard kick return, as well as a 35-yard defensive fumble recovery for a touchdown. So they're pretty much scoring any way and every way right now.
So 55-0, your new score, 11:23 remaining here, third quarter. as Pendle will get things kicked away.
Oh, thank you, Luke. That was St. Thomas Aquinas, the STAHS, that I had no idea. Always glad to have the assist by everybody that's listening in. We appreciate that. In case you missed it right before half, we are curious, what is your favorite football movie? Here at the end of this kickoff, we'll also give you our second Bandit Brain teaser.
Did you say your favorite football movie?
I did not say my favorite football movie.
Are you waiting?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out what it is. I'm kind of flipping coins right now.
Here we
I'm
go.
doing a mental bracket in my head.
Oh, boy. Gears are turning up there slowly but surely. Nice kick by Pendle. Be fielded by number 5, Henry. And he'll get just to the 25-yard line as the Red Hawk offense will set up shop. Janelle McCormick says, "Remember the Titans." That's a good one. That I feel like that's got to be top 3 sports movies.
Hey, I know her. There's
Shout out to our producer Cody. Longest Yard. That's why I said
Longest Yard?
Longest Yard's a good one. I mean, you got Stone Cold Steve Austin playing running back and as
Oh, no. You're talking a remake of The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler?
yeah.
No.
Oh, here we.
Only the original with Burt Reynolds as the quarterback.
There's an original.
There's a
Original. I learn something new every day.
Serenity Now.
I
Serenity Now.
I guess I need to probably do my research and go home and watch that in fear of being judged or stepping out in public ever again, probably.
Yeah, I had no doubt. Remember the Titans out of my household was going to be that. I knew that was my wife's and both of my kids' favorite football movie.
Could you almost count? I mean, this is a hot take here. Could you count Forrest Gump
No.
as okay? Oh, Waterboy is another one. That's a good one.
Oh. We're going to go fisticuffs if we're going that way.
There's Blindside. That's good as well.
Remember when I said that I'll tell you when you're wrong?
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No, Judd, you're wrong. Isaiah's right.
10 minutes in the third quarter. Mustangs up 55-0. Like I said, we will have a continuous running clock. Yeah, what is your favorite football movie? We're going to let Cody cue up the Bandit Brain teaser for the end of this play. Tight formation here by the Redhawks.
Motion man. Monaghan on the carry. It's met by a host of Mustangs.
So here comes your number 2 trivia for the Bandit Brain teaser.
Bing.
What year did Kansas start the 6 through 1A classifications for playoffs? Was it 1970, 1965, 1978, or 1989?
Let's say C. I don't. My gut's telling me C. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Which one was C?
1970 something. I don't know, so fast.
Got a deep pass. He's got a man.
Pass. Oh, just off the hands of his intended target, number 5, Carson Henry. Oh, man, there was nothing but green grass in front of him there. Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, that was one of the better looking plays for the Redhawks tonight. They did have the man down there. Good route. Just overthrew him. What year did Kansas start 6A through 1A classifications for playoffs? Well, all right, I'm not going to be terribly mad at you. I just looked up a webpage that had best football movies, and somehow Waterboy was on it.
We have a blocked punt here. Oh, throws it to himself. That's number 15 on the recovery. That is Carson Tobirin. The little lateral to himself.
I think he had visions of a touchdown.
Yeah,
Like, how many different ways can we do this? And the ball slipped out. But, yeah, so Mustang defense with a block punt almost returned it for a touchdown. I guess that's – if you didn't have that on your bingo card, sorry, you just about had a blackout there.
Darn.
We're touching a lot of potential ways to score in this particular game.
Yes. I think that would have sealed the deal. I mean, special teams, both ends. Only thing we're missing, I would say, pick 6. Here's a nice run by number 32 of the Mustangs. That'll be Peter Martini on the carry. And, Mustangs up big here. We get a chance to see the upcoming talent for the Mustangs here. Sprinkle in some new faces.
Yeah, he's leaving some starters out there, but he's putting in some of the second-string guy with the starters. I mean, you don't want to go all pure second string. Really, anything over 21 points doesn't matter as far as the division tiebreakers go. But
here's Rosa, pocket collapsing, roll to his left, one man to beat, and he'll be shoved out of bounds just shy of the goal line. Smart decision there by Gavin Rosa.
So I may be standing correctly. I think maybe we have the full second string in. It looks like most of the starting offensive line as well as the receiving core is out. So my favorite touchdown or football movie, touchdown. Boy, there's a lot.
I'm curious to know what you're going to pick.
I probably got to go with the one that started a series. It was so good they had to make a series afterwards.
Friday Night Lights?
Friday Night Lights.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Permian High School football, Mustangs in for another touchdown.
If I'm not mistaken, that's based on a true story too, right?
Based on a true story, absolutely.
And that's Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Permian, Texas.
Me, you know what? Put me up with some football trivia. I might surprise some people.
Texas high school football is legit. I just read today that a school district just approved a $10 million high school football stadium that will hold 10,000 people.
I had a buddy that lived down in Texas, and granted, 2-hour drive. It's a big old bowl. Looked like a college stadium. He goes, no, that's high school.
Yeah, if you've ever flown from Manhattan into Dallas, you'll see all kinds of high school stadiums on the landing coming in from the north. And I wanted to keep talking all the way through that because I did not want to jinx him while he was kicking another extra point.
Well,
good.
If we know who's going to jinx him, it's obviously me.
It's you. Yep.
It's me. It's.
So, just past the 5-minute mark, Mustangs up 62-0 over the Hiawatha Redhawks. Starting to get a chance to see some of the younger players, some of the second-string players come in. Future of Mustang football. Yep, Friday Night Lights.
It's good.
Both
that series was recently out too. I mean, it's probably 6-8 years old now, but I mean it's
6, 8, 10.
the series. I mean, it was recent.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, the movie was based on a true story. The movie actually followed the true story. The series altered the true story just a little bit, but it was very good in its own right. Launched the careers of several young actors, as well as had a couple of my favorites from the old days. Kyle Chandler is the coach on the series. Unfortunately, Billy Bob Thornton was cast as the head coach in the movie. Connie Britton somehow got cast as the wife both in the movie and in the series.
I wouldn't call this is more of a TV series, docu-series, but Last Chance U is actually pretty
Last
good.
Chance U is amazing.
It's very good. The basketballs were good too. It's good. It's a good exposure to.
Every high school kid should watch Last Chance U if they're thinking about playing community college football, just to see what kind of a nightmare it can be.
Here's Henry on the return. Bounces it to the left side, cuts it back, loses the football. It'll ultimately be recovered by the Redhawks. Nice heads-up play by number 77 of the Redhawks. That's Rafe Sheets. So 3 minutes here remaining, third quarter.
Once again, we had no takers on the trivia. Darn. It was even a trick question, too. But Isaiah got it right. It was 1978 that they started the 6A through 1A playoffs.
That's right.
The reason it was a trick question because
when in doubt, it's always C.
Yeah, especially if a C average student is putting together the multiple choice. Kansas started 5A through 1A in 1969, but did not actually add a 6A classification until 1978.
Here's a run up the middle for the Red Hawks. I believe that's Monaghan on the carry again. Called a gain of 3.
No, I was expecting a lot of different answers. Waterboy, I guess. The replacements, Rudy,
Oh, replace. Oh, my goodness.
Little Giants, North Dallas 40.
Yeah.
That's going old school there. The original longest yard.
I got to watch that now. Is it better than the remake, would you say?
Oh, I would say, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's not as slapsticky.
That's good.
It's not as.
It's like real comedy then.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not, Adam Sandler.
That's fair.
And I'm trying to think of what it's called, but there was actually a really good movie years ago that had Robin Williams in it and Kurt Russell, where he was a star high school quarterback, and Robin Williams dropped the pass. So he spends the whole movie trying to get another game played so he has a chance to catch the pass again. And I cannot remember what that is. I remember the team was Taft. Kurt Russell's a quarterback.
Here's Pyle, quarterback keeper.
Well, they're going to be close to that first down.
Mm-hmm. Good push there from the front line of the Red Hawks.
Give it to them. Looks like they're going to get the first down. Minute left in the third quarter. Continuous clock, things go a lot quicker, so very fast third quarter there. Here, when this quarter's over, we'll let Cody know. We'll get the third question queued up so we can try to get through all 4 of our Bandit brain teasers tonight.
Man, I'm 1 for 2, so I mean we could 3 for 4 at the end of the night, 75%. I'll take that. That's better than any test I got. Here's Monaghan. He's got a hole.
He's going to go.
Busting it to the outside, crossing the 50, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. No one's going to get there. Touchdown, Red Hawks. Number 22 on the play for the Red Hawks, Josh Monaghan. House call.
71 yards. Longest play from scrimmage for the Red Hawks tonight. He had the other longest play from scrimmage as well. Prior to that, it had only been 10 yards, but he got sprung free there.
He would not be denied. As soon as he saw the hole, he was gone.
Yep, as soon as he made it into the linebackers, I knew he was out of there. Looked like it was that number 22, Eric Tim, maybe trying to chase him down. Good wheels, but didn't quite have enough.
And kick is up. It's good. 62-7, your new score here at the end of the third.
This break in the action is going to be brought to you by Dara's Corner Market, changing the way you think about their gas stations. Come inside to find everything from canned goods to fresh baked pastries and fruit. Also, don't hesitate to download the Dara's app today to get access to discounts and rewards, as well as great deals and specials every day. Serving 7 convenient locations in the Manhattan and St. George area, Dara's Corner Market's more than just your neighborhood gas station.
I take it you did the Judd pit stop for the broadcast?
I did.
Dara's? I need to do that. I'm going to make mine after the game because I had to top off on some gas, and I'll probably get some snacks when I go in there.
Well, if you have the app downloaded, and a Dara's reward, you can get 5 cents off per gallon.
You don't say.
I do.
I might have to do that.
All right, number 3, Bandit Brain Teaser. Cody Roach is over there waiting just to push the button. I can't wait. What did I say? What did I go
Team
with?
has the most 3A state titles. A, Silver Lake. B, Andale. C, Rossville. Or D, Holton. Oh, this is... Hit no longer in 3A. Okay, that...
That throw you?
Well...
Oh, apparently there was just a great announcement for Dr. Bernheide
yes.
over there.
Yes and no, because some of the teams on there are still in 3A.
Oh, are they now? The hint probably gave it away.
I think I know who it is.
The best of times. Hard to look that one up. Thank you, Luke.
I think I am going to go with... It can't be C 2 times in a row, because that's just... It's not how it works. So I'm going to go with A, Silver Lake.
So the Best of Times was the movie that I was trying to think of with Kurt Russell and Robin Williams. He dug deep in the IMDb for that one.
This is fielded. Nice return there by number 36 of the Mustangs. That is, or excuse me, number 32, Peter Martini.
So we'll see number 4, Gavin Rosa, come back out with a slew of new players, see if they can get some positive yardage, get some experience out here in 3A district play.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Man in motion. They'll get the call. That's Dawson Rankin.
I guess that's one nice thing about the continuous clock. Regardless, doesn't matter if you stay in bounds or go out.
So 11 minutes here remaining, 4th quarter. Ball on the 38 for the Mustangs. Rosa on the give to Bell. Bell, he's got a hole. He's got some speed. Sheds one tackle, crossing back left. Nice run by Zion Bell.
Nice 30-yard pickup by Bell.
Could you tell that him and Eli are brothers? By the way they run the football? I mean, pretty some strong similarities there. That'll be good enough for a 1st down for the Mustangs. Huge gain for Zion Bell.
Little disappointed in our crowd in the football movies tonight. Oh, nice keeper there by Rosa.
Oh, nice move. Bounces it outside. Cuts it back
Oh,
inside. Didn't get there.
That's so close. That was a great cut. I thought he had it to the outside edge. Made a great cut right there to bring it back in. He's going to be just, looks like about a half a yard shy.
Oh, that's close. I wish we got the pylon cam on that one.
Yeah.
How close he was.
So we mentioned Rudy. We mentioned the longest yard, both the original and remake.
We got Waterboy.
Waterboy.
For the Titans.
For the Titans. I said North Dallas 40, which most people probably don't know because it's from the 70s. Rosa on the keeper. He just steps across the line and calls it good.
That's good.
Why not? Man scampered for 30 yards. Let him have the last one for the touchdown.
That's right. Friday Night Lights, you threw that there up there.
Friday Night Lights, which is one of my favorites.
Oh, man, I got to think of another one. We Are Marshall. That's another one.
We Are Marshall. I was expecting that as well. Very good. Sad. True story.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of other ones now. Obviously, it'll happen. I'll think of all of them once the broadcast is over.
Yeah.
And then, that won't seem.
Looks like we're going to have a false start on the right end there. Perfect on the extra points. Isaiah the Jinx Dobbins had to say something earlier. Now they're going to get pushed back. They're going to have to kick an extra point from 10 yards deeper.
Just keeping him honest. That's all.
Yep. I don't know if we count this one against him if he misses it. Rosa will be the holder.
This is fair. This is fair.
Think of the over-the-top football movie that reminds you of XFL. Directed by Oliver Stone. He's going to get it anyways. Yeah. Excellent kick.
Here's one that I'd watched when we were in high school. We went as a team to go watch it. When the Game Stands Tall. That was another good one. That one, if I'm not mistaken, it's about a high school football team in California. Yeah, the De La Salle Spartans. Yep, that's a good one.
I'll give you a football movie that a super big-time star now probably hopes nobody ever watches because it was one of his probably first 2 or 3 movies as his first starring role, I think. First or second starring role.
And who would that be?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise in a football movie?
Tom Cruise in a football movie.
Oh, what about the this isn't the one, but the Philadelphia Eagles.
Invincible.
Yeah, with Marky Mark, right? No. Is that who it is?
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. He left the Funky Bunch at home
That's
on that
right,
one.
yeah. In recent times, American Underdog, I think it's Kurt Warner's story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Brian's song?
I have not.
You should probably look that one up. That is a story about the friendship between Brian Piccolo and Gale Sayers. Everybody knows who Gale Sayers is. Great running back that came out of KU, played for the Chicago Bears. Brian Piccolo, I believe, and Gale Sayers played Chicago Bears together, and Brian Piccolo, I believe, had cancer or something.
Yep. One thing I was going to say, another one of my favorite football movies, Gridiron Gang with The Rock. That's another good one, too. And I'll put that in my top three.
So the answer to the trivia was Silver Lake with 8 titles and 18 appearances. They are no longer a 3A school, but a 2A school. Part of why C.J. Stroud, the longtime head coach at Silver Lake, is now in the Kansas High School Football Hall of Fame.
Isn't he college coach too now?
Nah, he retired.
Oh. Was he a college coach?
Nah, I think he spent 30 years at Silver Lake as a PE teacher and retired. I could be wrong.
Let's just say that name sounds familiar. That's okay. Well, that's probably why I guess he's in the Football Hall of Fame. Oh man.
Yeah, he was at Silver Lake for longer than you've been alive.
I don't know, man. I'm getting old. It'll be first 10 Red Hawks, ball on 27-yard line.
So speaking of teams no longer in 3A, if you haven't heard the news that came out by Keisha here after this play, we'll give you a little bit of update of some changes in classifications and districts.
Here's Pyle under center. Morton on the carry. Well defended by the front line of the Mustangs.
Yeah, I believe that was 65, Grady Hastert.
And we do have one more brain teaser.
We do have one more brain teaser.
We'll do a two-minute warning.
But Rock Creek, if you do not already know, will be staying as a 3A for the next 2 years. They come up about 17 students shy of moving to 4A. There's actually no schools that are moving up from 3A to 4A. There's a handful moving out of 4A into 5A and some 5As coming down to 4A. But Rock Creek will maintain the 3A status and will maintain District 5.
There's an option now for the Red Hawks. Pyle will keep it.
I mentioned in the pregame that this will be the last district game between Rock Creek and Hiawatha. Hiawatha will be moving to District 4 in the east. District 5 will be welcoming Chapman in. So next year will be Marysville, Chapman, Concordia, Clay Center, and Rock Creek. Interesting thing is next year Rock Creek will also be joining the Northeast Kansas? No, Central. North Central Kansas League. So all those district games will be league games as well next year for the Mustangs.
Shout out to Jeff Bell. Thanks for the broadcast. Grandpa Bell watching from Utah.
How are things in the Monument State?
They're running up the right side for number 16 of the Red Hawks. That's Ren Hageman. Nice run there.
Jenica Turnbull Wildcats. I didn't know if we could talk about that one.
We should probably get an update for people that are they may already be watching the game, but
the K-State game.
K-State game.
I forgot that was going on. We're talking high school football.
And it is not good. 23-7. Okay, well.
I was worried about that game.
Checking that now.
Oil Tycoon Stadium is a tough one for the Wildcats.
Oil Tycoon Stadium. It's funny because, if the game was in Manhattan, we'd probably have no problem winning at. But every time we go down to Oklahoma, it's just.
What's funny is usually the K-State Wildcats are winning when I don't watch.
Well.
Other changes in classifications. Anthony Harper, Chaparral, and Neodosha. They'll be moving up to 3A from 2A. Galena and Hoyt Royal Valley will be dropping down to 2A. And then let the moments of sorrow begin for 1A schools as Rossville will be moving from 2A to 1A next year.
Oh, wow.
St. Mary's will be moving from 1A up to 2A. So Rossville and St. Mary's will be flip-flopping places. Rossville in a 1A sounds like a dangerous thing.
That's a big 1A school for
Yeah.
Rossville. Holy cow.
He's got to play. He's got a man.
Deep. That's number 2 for the Redhawks. Nice pass over the middle. Pyle finds his receiver, Brandon Newell. That's Rossville ran in 2A, so that'll be – and 3A when they were 3A too.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to watch next year.
Yep.
Wow.
Horton, not Holton. Horton will also be moving to 1A from 2A.
Interesting. Everything's shifting around. It kind of reminds me of back when I graduated, which was 2016. They for basketball, they split 4A into 2 divisions. So we had 4A D1 and 4A D2. We were D2.
Oh, that's
Nice
a good
run by
quarterback keeper.
Pyle.
We got 50 seconds left. What's our 4th trivia question? Well, that continuous running clock really gets away from you. On October 31st, there is an annual event that will be celebrating its 109th anniversary. What is it called and where will it happen? It is a local community event. Is it Oktoberfest in Wamego, Pack the Ville in Manhattan, and there were 2 others.
I'm going to go with the process of elimination. That pass is caught by number 20 for the Redhawks. That is Ethan Morton on the reception. I'm going to use my process of elimination. And it said Halloween event. So I'm going to go with the answer that has Halloween in the name.
Good. Very good. It very well could be.
I think.
You got 9.3 seconds to figure
my math
it
is
out.
mathing here. I don't know. The gears are turning. The cogs are spinning. I don't know.
This timeout is going to be brought to you by Farmer State Bank, your full-service bank with over 100 years of community banking service. Founded in 1898 in Westmoreland with branch locations in Onega and Manhattan. Farmer State Bank provides a variety of personal and business services, including checking, savings, and IRA accounts. Students can earn cash for good grades and their books and bucks checking account. That's a tough one. Learn more to visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and your equal housing lender.
Say that 5 times fast. Books and bucks.
I'm afraid to, just simply because we're live on the air.
That's like there was one tongue twister that I saw. That's like backwards broadcasting. I'm surprised I didn't mess that up yet. I'd say it every
Liz Wagner says Wamego. As the McLaughlin group used to say, wrong.
So, 18 seconds here. Redhawks knocking on the end zone. Here's Pyle under center. This might be the last play of the game. Rolls right. He's going to keep it. Makes one man miss. Can he get into the end zone? Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be real close. And I think the clock didn't get started on time, but that's all right.
Nice attempt there by the quarterback, Alex Pyle. Timeout for the Redhawks.
That event is going to be the Halloween Frolic in Hiawatha. 109 years that event's been happening on Halloween.
I'm on a hot streak now, Judd. 3 for 3 right now.
Hiawatha.
First one doesn't count as warm-up.
Do you know what Hiawatha is called? We were talking about nicknames earlier with the Black Squirrels, City of Black Squirrels or whatever,
Their
Marysville.
nickname?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they got Redbirds. I don't know.
That's a good guess.
Hawks that are red.
Hiawatha is the city of beautiful maples.
That was close to.
Yeah, that's close. I mean, it's better than, let's say, Silver Lake that has no silver colors in any of their uniforms, nor are they by a lake.
That's true. That's true.
But apparently they used to think they were by a lake.
Whenever
they were by a
I
branch
heard
of the
Silver
Kansas
Lake
River.
growing up, I thought of the budget version of Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th movies.
No, Mrs. Voorhees.
Here we go. Last play of the game here for the Redhawks. Pyle, quarterback keeper. He's got it.
They're going to be in there. We got a signal from the near side judge, touchdown. No time left on the clock. That'll make it 69-13. So that second half went really, really fast, that continuous clock. I said one of the keys of the game for the Mustangs was to stay focused through all 4 quarters. Apparently that was not a key for the commentators of the game. We struggled a little bit to stay focused, but tried to keep people active and involved.
And well-played game for both teams. Mustangs getting the win here on homecoming night, 69-13. They will now move to 2-0 in district play. And when we were talking earlier, Judd, the point differential, a big win like this, that'll definitely put them in the right direction.
It'll put them in the right direction. Really what it comes down to, though, is it's going to come down to next week against Clay Center. The winner of that game is going to be in the driver's seat for District 5. But you know what? Coming in second in District 5 is not necessarily a bad thing, the way the brackets run out. We know Andale's a juggernaut that's sitting there waiting at the end. Second place at District 5 won't have to run into Andale till sub-state. You win District 5, just like we did last year. You're running into them basically in the third round. But that's going to be a key next year. I was talking about it. Andale's moving to District 6 next year. And the thing with that is you absolutely want to win District 5 start next year, because if you're second place at District 5, you can run into Andale in the second week.
Like we said last year, all roads lead to Andale.
All roads lead to
All
Andale.
roads lead to Andale.
No score for them tonight, but right now, Coach Dylan Schmidt's sitting down there at 57 straight wins, I believe, averaging 79 points a game. So Andale is going to be a team to beat again this year. So congratulations here tonight. Rock Creek Mustangs 69-13 over the Hiawatha Redhawks. Congratulations to homecoming king Malachi Bell, homecoming queen Sam Killingsworth. And I'll let everybody know this has been another edition of Backroads Broadcasting here at The Rock. We want to thank all of our viewers for joining us this evening. Thank you to our sponsors, Faith Furniture, Dare's Corner Market, and Farmer State Bank. Without their support, Backroads wouldn't be able to keep these broadcasts free, live, and bringing the action home to you. Shout out to our 2 Codys, Cody Liming for his camera work and video graphics, our production and technical guru, Cody Roach, and all of his expertise in programming production.
Shout out to Shayna Schmidt and her class of journalism students that joined helping the broadcast this evening. Taryn Scott, Nathan Bortnick, and Sydney Shireen.
Can't read an English teacher's writing.
I can't. Tune in for our next scheduled broadcast on October 20th in a district game against the Concordia Panthers. This will also be Rock Creek's fall senior night. Thank you again for giving us your time this evening. Drop us a line and let us know what you think.
Thank you from all of us here at the Backroads Broadcasting team. I'm Judd McCormick.
I'm Isaiah Dobbins. We got to go for now, but we'll BRB.